so the whole like protecting you thing. Let's say you've already like had children with this man. Would it be fair to say that once you've, I mean, perhaps even at, okay, at any point in the, perhaps even any point in the relationship, but after you've had children, couldn't you make the argument that actually you should stand closer to the street because he would be more capable of ensuring the survival of the children should you be the one that like gets hit by a fucking car?
Life insurance.
What do you mean?
Like if he gets hit by a car, life insurance.
So that
Right?
wait, that's all a man is to you is.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, you're asking,
money.
should I walk on the side of the street or should he? Like,
Well, I
women
mean,
should always be protected, and children also.
Well, but
I think
in
men should be
terms
doing
of like, okay, if you're thinking about your children, right? Wouldn't actually the father be like if one of the parents has to die? Wouldn't it actually make the most sense for the father to continue living? He'd be most capable of protecting them, and most capable. Well, I don't know what the. Assuming he's the breadwinner in this situation, he'd be more capable of providing for them too.
Well, I think in the sense that no home is good without a father. Like it is important to have a father in the home.
Yeah, mothers and fathers are both
Yes,
very important.
crucial. But like we've seen studies that there's a greater impact with fatherless homes than motherless. But I think both are very important.
Sure. But couldn't you then make the argument that if one of the parents has to die in some hypothetical scenario,
situation,
that the mother,
I think,
yo, sweet tooth, thank you for the gifted 20.
and in terms of, okay, you're saying the father should stay because he's able to financially provide for the family if the mother's
And
not
protect,
there.
yes.
And protect. Well, I could say that in the case of a horrible situation, that the father, if it was one of them, the father should have high life insurance. And if he has a high paying job, he has high paying life insurance. And you should get that protected first and foremost to protect your family. And then therefore, if the father passes away, you have life insurance. And also it's like usually, unfortunately, hypothetical situation, widow would probably, there is a chance that they would remarry and then find another father for the home.
That's pretty rational, I think.
Well, hold on, but you could make that same argument
Well,
towards,
listen, but like, what kind of life insurance am I going to have? Like,
Well, I'm
the
not
dad's going to have to take care of children. Like, he's going to be a single dad taking care of all these children with no mom working because he doesn't have life insurance. Like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. What is my insurance that, like, the life insurance will cover?
Well, I'm not entirely sure how life insurance works because so is life insurance based on your income?
I think it's based on, I don't sell
pay.
insurance.
Because
Yeah, whatever
in this scenario, couldn't the mother, even if she wasn't working, also get life insurance?
I think it depends on how much like your assets that you own. Quote me if I don't know, but I thought like it'd be crazy if someone took out a fat life insurance policy and then died and then collected, right? Like that sounds not reasonable. So I would think that it would have to be either on your income or assets.
But I mean,
assets are usually in the husband's name.
Wouldn't you almost be more attracted to the guy who actually is prepared to sacrifice you so that he could continue on? And you can make the argument that he might be more capable of providing for his children, protecting his children.
No.
Because I hear this a lot. Like, I want a guy who he'll be on the inside of the sidewalk in the vent like some fucking car comes, and he should die instead of me. And I started thinking about that. And I was like, well, let's say you have children, right? I feel like the most optimum thing would be actually the woman's got to get hit by the car in this situation.
But
wouldn't he be failing his role though? If
what's his role?
If his role is to protect his
family, you have a duty to your wife.
I would get hit by the car personally, me personally.
Okay.
Well, just because I feel like
he's
I've got to provide.
Yeah,
exactly. and I've been in a broke house with no dad and no money and it's shit. So
I'm just being argumentative to be.
I mean, listen,
we know. For the
like it'd be
conversation
funny to push the girl into the road,
for the conversation sake.
But like this idea, like because you kind of think, and whose is that? Can you get one of you guys just mute that?
Fire them.
Throw it out the window.
It's okay. It's all right. Imagine if somebody's like, Mama's dead. Sorry, okay. I just watched Dave Chappelle yesterday, so I don't know,
Hope there's a
that's
good life insurance policy.
Where's Ja Rule? Find Ja.
Find job.
Somebody find Ja. Makes sense.
I don't know. I just
We have to check with life insurance first.
the man who is so prepared to like he'll protect you in the scenario where he's done like the split-second calculus of like, I can survive, she can survive. But like, let's say the scenario is one of them has to die, and he elects.
Just Gerald donated $200.
there
You
you
can
go.
get a life insurance policy on the mother,
But for how
just as the
much?
father. You can even get a policy for your children.
I don't know if it's, I don't know, I'm not an expert in life insurance, but
I want a comparison, and then we'll decide.
I don't think it's based, I think it's
Also-
based on, if you want more from life insurance, you pay more into it. I don't think it's like somebody who
think
makes
so, too.
$50K a year and they pay
Okay.
$10 a month. They're going to
Okay.
get the same amount of money as somebody who makes $1 million a year who's paying $10 a month in life insurance.
Okay, but also
So-
in the sense that women should be protected because we have the greatest gift that we can carry children. And
What if you've already
Procreate.
had children, though?
I'm going to make more. Who knows that I'm done? If I have 4 kids, I might keep
couldn't
going.
you also argue from like I don't even think it's a selfish perspective, but couldn't you, even if you haven't had children, well, hold on. As a man, I haven't had children with this woman yet. If I die, that's the end of my genetic legacy. I think I just throw her to the, I want to survive. She gets run over by the car.
So are you going to use
That
her
would
as a
be-
human meat shield?
But hold on, but like, we're all selfish creatures, right? So wouldn't that be like, if I want to continue my genetic legacy, wouldn't I want to sacrifice this woman who I haven't had
No.
children with?
Sperm bank.
You'd
So
be an
that-
emasculine man.
I would be a what?
And you would be an emasculine man and therefore should not continue your
Darn.
genetics.
Okay, so here's the choice. Survive, or some people think you're a beta.
Survive and procreate with betas.
I think I'd rather live. I think I'd rather just survive.
Do you care more about living or the legacy?
What do you mean?
Like,
They're-
is it more important like being alive or like carrying on the genetic legacy? Because you
Well,
can
they're-
hedge that with a sperm bank. Just put your.
I'm going to survive. Look, I want to survive in all scenarios.
So is chivalry dead?
Who has to go in front of the car?
Is chivalry dead?
Chivalry is dead, and women killed it.
I would like to point out, actually, in my circumstance, for example, my man would definitely not go for this and he'd be on the outside of the street. But technically, since I'm a stepmom, I would say technically it would be more optimal for him to survive and for my stepdaughter's mother to survive. So, yeah, it'd probably be best for me to go.
There you go.
Technically.
Based.
Sacrifice.
Let's go.
That's selfless.
Brian,
Good energy.
Thank you for the cosign. I
good
appreciate it.
Brian, do you always make sure to walk on the inside of the sidewalk with a girl?
Do
Do you always make sure to walk on the inside of the sidewalk with a girl?
I don't go. Well, see, I don't even go out in public. That shit's too dangerous.
He's not even putting himself